In one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football, and it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. The Cowboys will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's DeMarco. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Boise State's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Broncos will call on their punt team. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Cowboys offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. You're trying to break this scoreless tie, and instead you knock it off the post.
Trying to get the corner. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Working on the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And the Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Boise State ready to send out that offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Snares it outside. It's Chase. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. From the gun, the ground game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Broncos are marching down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dances away from one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's got him, and they convert. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's going to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Broncos! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart.
7, Wyoming, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Coming after him. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There's a timeout call to this up. Find a way to draw a little closer. Now on 1st down from the 28. He wants to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away.
Number 43, on to kick it away.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll start this drive firing. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Makes the grab. It's Hendricks. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a lane.
It's complete to the left. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Going for it all. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, running back gets to give. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Wyoming, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. The throw is complete. Touchdown, Wyoming. What a grab and go for the score. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If we can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium. They're up by 8 over South Alabama.
Finds a man on the left.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Looking to throw for it. He'll pull it down. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Going for the big play. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos.
Boise State, number 82.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, you're kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work, 4th time he's punted tonight. Running it back, it's DeMarco. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He wants to take the top off. And the ball is intercepted. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense. Line gets set, 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And it's on the ground.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Off play action. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice move to stay on it. Just a little short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass on the way, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Well, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Touchdown, Broncos! What a catch and run for 6. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. A first down for the offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The aerial assault continues. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Broncos will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Ball in the air, intercepted!
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. Gets away from 1. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Broncos line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throwing right. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive at their own 48. From the gun to give, looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. To the air on first down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception. Boise State ready to send out that offense. To the ground with the back. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
Touchdown, Boise State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Wyoming, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fat.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throws to the tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from. You try to.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought This game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Well, this one had all...